So two protests taking place today, Gurpreet, where you are, quite a number of arrests.
Yeah, it's just been arrest after arrest after arrest. The Met Police, in advance of today's protest, had warned people to consider the criminal consequences of their actions today, but those warnings weren't heeded. We've had about 50 arrests already, and before this even got started, at about 1 o'clock, there was a gentleman who was holding a placard saying, "I support Palestine Action." The police came up to him, searched him and said, "You're showing support for a terrorist organisation," and took him away. And from then on, it was just a stream of arrests. I was standing right here, and on my right, there were two elderly gentlemen sitting on the floor, shouting their support for Palestine Action. About 8 police officers crowded around them, took them away, 2 carrying the feet, 2 carrying the arms, the others surrounding them. And then just over there, I mean, you can't see it, but we've got some statues of Mahatma Gandhi, of some suffragettes. People sitting in front of those statues with placards saying that they support Palestine Action. Obviously, the symbolism, I don't need to tell you the symbolism of what that means. Eventually, after about 5 to 10 minutes, the police crowded around them and took them away. There was actually a woman over there who was being carried away, and she looked limp, almost like she had passed out. And so there are a huge number of people here, all ignoring warnings from the Met Police that they might face arrest. Some of them, many of them, carrying placards saying that they support Palestine Action, and all of them acting in defiance of that decision to proscribe the organisation as a terrorist organisation last month. That was pushed through by the Home Secretary, Vivek Cooper, and it came after a group of activists from Palestine Action broke into a military base and sprayed 2 RAF planes with red paint. The Home Secretary said that that presented a major security risk and therefore met the definition of terrorism. But a lot of people here, it was controversial, it was widely controversial, and a lot of people here believe that that's some sort of attempt to shut down protest in this country. And so they've come here to protest. After a slew of protests already, about 200 people had already been arrested before this. Now we've got another 50, and I imagine that that number is only going to climb.
OK, Gurpreet in central London, thank you.